history has repeated itself, guys. You would think that after what happened the last time, that I need not go into further detail about, that this franchise, known currently as the Washington Commanders, would put all of their efforts, priorities, initiatives into protecting the new face of its franchise. Now, I know what a lot of you are thinking. A lot of you probably agree with that theoretical that I just posed. You would think that this team would be thinking more constantly about what could happen, especially when you've got a guy that's already had to miss 2 stretches of the NFL season due to injury at the helm in Jayden Daniels. Yet, down by 31 points, you still call an option run play, which, keep in mind, has been very unsuccessful this season when Jayden has run it, let alone when anybody's run it, even Marcus Mariota. But when Jayden runs the option play this year, it has gone borderline nowhere. The only reason Jayden's had success for the most part on the ground has been undesigned scramble drills when he's running for his life and can't find open receivers downfield. Now, I could open up another can of worms about Jayden's play this season, but the bottom line is, even if Jayden hasn't been on top of his game this season, that doesn't change the fact that he has proven himself as the face of this franchise and should be protected at all costs. At all costs. Even if we had to turn it over on downs on the goal line, even if we never set up that Chris Rodriguez touchdown run, the very next play after Jayden left, basically snapping his non-throwing elbow the wrong way. You don't need me to describe it in further detail because you all saw what I saw. And the funny thing is, I haven't been making videos on this channel for a while. I've been thinking about it in the back of my mind. Of course, my life is in a different place right now where I veered away from my Redskins Fans Unite YouTube channel. But I just had to come back because this team has driven me to once again. I mean, that's basically the premise of when I used to make all my old rant-style videos. So why not just take a little trip around memory lane? Why don't we? God dang it. And I was thinking about making a different type of video where I just ripped into our offensive ineptitude, into the play calling, about how this team just can't seem to pick up a first down when they have a 2nd and 1. Oh, wait, I just did. That's a whole nother issue. The defense, they don't even deserve my attention at this point, at this rate. But here we have all of these things already going wrong, and we find a way to allow it to get worse. Like I said, this has already happened twice this season, where we've had Jayden get injured with his hamstring, with his knee, and now his elbow. This guy is going to be crippled by the time he finishes his career in Washington, only to be set up for another crazy Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold-esque redemption arc with a team that puts him first 110% of the time. I love Jayden's competitive drive just as much as any of you do. But we all know that it's that almost curiosity killed the cat. Like, oh, what can I make out of this play, right? He broke the first tackle on that option run. He's always looking for more. And sometimes it gets the better of him. I intrinsically can't entirely blame the coaching staff for that. But in the situation, right? Whatever extra he gets on that play doesn't matter at that point. He is the only thing that matters. And just like RG3, the coaches didn't stand up and protect him from himself. Jayden's going to learn from this. I don't think this is going to change in a negative way who he is. I mean, shoot, if that's what injuries did to every player, then Lamar Jackson wouldn't have come back as strongly as he has from his hamstring injury, right? RG3's injury was a rare case, and I don't think Jayden's injuries though they're really starting to pile up, I don't think they're going to have as significant of an impact on him. But the bottom line is this is a team that's coming off of an NFC Championship appearance. It's first in 30 years. And now, I would argue that this season has been an even bigger letdown than the 2013 season when RG3 rushed his way back to the field week one only to basically turn into a borderline gunslinger. He had some good games that year, but that season wasn't to be. And now at 3-6, we've arrived at a very similar point in the team currently known as the Washington Commanders situation. So yeah, I do think we're going to get a few wins. I do genuinely hope the best for Marcus Mariota. I love the guy. One of the nicest, genuine guys that you will ever find and be lucky to be surrounded by on a team. But there's just too much to overcome at this point. Terry McLaurin, Luke McCaffrey. I mean, we had Marshawn Lattimore limping all night. Quan Martin was questionable to return. I don't know if he ever came. I mean, of course he didn't come back in the game. The game was over by the time all that had compounded. And there's so many other names that I haven't even mentioned. Would the season go better if it weren't for the injuries? Sure. But every team has to deal with injuries. And I just hope that some important decisions can be made to protect this team when injuries arise. Because you look at a team like the San Francisco 49ers that I would argue is just as battered with injuries, especially on the defensive side, not to mention Brock Purdy at the quarterback position. Mac Jones, of course, playing very well in his relief. But they've been decimated all season long. Fred Warner is gone. And Nick Bosa's gone. Their two best players on defense have been gone. And they are 6-3. 6-3. Atop their division. We're 3-6. We're the complete opposite. And there's nowhere to look but in the mirror. That's all I can say. Let me know what you guys think. Prayers up for Jayden Daniels. And please just shut him down for the rest of the season. There isn't really much worth letting him return at this point. We should all know that and acknowledge that. And just continue to hope that those important decisions get made. Like I said, trip down memory lane. Long-winded Redskins fans unite rant where I start repeating myself. Hey, man. I'm back for God knows how long. And I hope you guys all have a great week. It's going to be a long finish to the season. But at least we can also pray on Dallas's downfall, right? Go Cardinals. Go Skins. HTTR. Peace.